Guys, today I have for you something absolutely badass, and I mean it. This setup will annihilate legendary strongholds like there is no tomorrow, and I will tell even more than that. I will show you the true best DPS chess piece in the game, and that's not a perfect glass cannon. I have paired up some ridiculous gear sets with St. Elmos engine exotic assault rifle, which by the way looks pretty goddamn dope by itself. So as usual, welcome to the insanity. In this one I paired up St. Elmos engine exotic assault rifle with ongoing directive gear set and of course dilemma. Yes, you heard me right, my beautiful bastard, with dilemma, because dilemma will give me crit chance and crit damage, and that will push this build to insane DPS output. It's kinda crazy, man, if you think about that, because ongoing directive chess piece will amplify our damage by freaking 35%. If you didn't know, ongoing directive gear set will give you bullets which will apply bleed effect, hello ammo, aka hello ammo for me, and that those bullets will deal amplified 20 without chest piece, 20% amplified weapon damage, but with ongoing directive gear set chest piece you will gain additional 15%, so it will amplify your damage by freaking 35%, and perfect glass cannon is only 25 or 30, anyway, less than that. But before we continue, quick word from the sponsor Diving.net. If you don't have enough time to beat teammates but you still want to have all the best items in your game, then Diving.net is set for you. They have absolutely amazing team consoles, they will complete your order super quick, everything happens through account sharing. This service has been working for many years. They have tons of customer reviews, you can check everything by yourself, but now with my promo code you will receive 15% discount on absolutely all services. But now let's get back to this setup, and like I said, yes, ongoing directive gear set chest piece will give us 35% amplified weapon damage, and that's a lot, by far the best DPS boost in the game for the chest piece. Unfortunately, ongoing directive gear set attributes are not that delicious, because you will not be able to boost your DPS any further with the gear set itself, but the bleeding bullets are extremely important to keep your streak alive, and St. Elmos will proc your amplified weapon damage bullets, aka hello ammo. For specialization though, I have to be honest with you, I tried technician specialization just to check out how it will work, and although your skills decoy shield has more health, but I think in this case, since we are using as well FAMAS as our secondary weapon, more beneficial would be to use survivalist specialization, because medkit would heal not only us but our teammates. We have 5 grenades for crowd control reasons and proc hello ammo on kill, so also extra protection from elites, and medkit again would work with our health and our teammate health, and status affected enemies would receive more incoming damage, and status affected enemies will be all over the place because you are sharing bleeding bullets as well with your teammates. So I mean, survival specialization could be the way to go, maybe gunner specialization for solo players, but I still think survival specialization would work in this case better than technician specialization, so go with survival specialization. In terms of my numbers, I have really good numbers. Headshot damage is not necessary in this setup, especially with my potato aim. I would rather reroll my chest piece for extra crit chance and push this build over 50% crit chance. So if you have perfect rolls, you should be just fine, and you should reach 50% crit chance without breaking a sweat. For the guns, like I said, I'm using St. Elmos, but if you don't have it, you can replace it with Scorpio Shotgun. Scorpio Shotgun will apply multiple status effects, just like St. Elmos will apply shock. Eventually, when all the stacks will be applied, you will deal by 20% more damage with your Scorpio Shotgun on that enemy, so Scorpio Shotgun is not a bad option, especially if you don't have St. Elmos. If you have, definitely use St. Elmos. For second weapon, FAMAS, one of the best assault rifle in the game since day one. For PvP and PvE reasons, I'm using Optimist to gain that extra weapon damage. Again, Optimist is a really good talent for PvP right now, especially when InSync received nerf. InSync worked really well with the shield, but now it doesn't work at all, so yeah. optimist for PvP. So a lot of these pieces will help you or stick around with you for PvP builds. For pistol, I'm using TDI pistol with in-sync and extra skill tier. If you will be short on ammo, that could help a lot, because in-sync will give you weapon damage and will make your shield a little bit more healthier. So for the gear itself, it's a mixed package, but just hold, bear with me, and let's dive into this one. I'm using Dilemma mask with weapon damage, crit damage, ongoing directive chest piece, like I mentioned, and my intro. Ongoing directive chest piece will give us the best amplified weapon damage buff in the game, 35% extra amplified damage. It's absolutely insane. If you will not use this chest piece, you will gain only 20% damage buff from the gear set itself, but chest piece is giving you additional 15%, so overall 35. And perfect glass cannon, it can't reach these heights, and you will be punished by using glass cannon. But in this case, no punishment whatsoever, better DPS output. Unfortunately, ongoing directive gear set attributes are not that delicious DPS wise, but still, the output can be pretty goddamn crazy if you can make your shots absolutely nasty. Yes, you could use Ouroboros, for example, if you will use survival specialization, because that SMG absolutely shreds. So you have a couple options, but St. Elmos is absolutely amazing, especially when I love assault rifle class. It's still my favorite class in the game. Ongoing directive holster, weapon damage, crit damage, NinjaBike backpack will allow us to use basically less gear pieces to receive all the buffs from ongoing directive gear set, and 3-piece buff from Dilemma gear set, and that's crit chance and crit damage. Yes, you could technically use one Sombro piece and one Cheshka, but we don't need explosive resistance, or explosive damage and extra hazard protection from those gear pieces, so I stuck with crit chance and extra crit damage. So NinjaBike backpack, Dilemma gloves, and ongoing directive knee pad for the skills decoy and shield, but you can use whatever you want, my bastard. So sexy lover, let's get home.